next deck here and dive on into some games with it, huh? So for people that are new to the channel, a lot of the decks that we play on this channel are viewer submissions. I try and play at least 2 different constructed decks every single day. So we play a lot of stuff that's a little bit off the beaten path, like the Miss Kalista deck that we just played, or this Leona Swain deck. The basic idea that the submitter for this deck presented was that Swain seems really sweet as a card to pair with giving Overwhelm on occasion. So they wanted to pair Swain with Zenith Blade specifically. I'm unsure how I feel about pairing it with Zenith Blade specifically. One thing that this build is going to kind of struggle to do a little bit is hitting Swain's level up condition without some of the Bilgewater and other direct damage cards. Seems a little bit challenging. So we've got some kind of unorthodox ways to do it. So we've got Broadback Protector here, which deals itself to allow you to level Swain. So it's going to eventually level Swain over the course of a couple of them. We've got Noxcrya Arena here, which lets 2 things strike each other, which lets your Swains level up. And while we're only playing 2 copies of Arena, this build is also playing 2 copies of Divergent Path, which can draw us landmarks of our own. So we're effectively playing 4 virtual copies of Noxcrya Arena, which is very good. And then our second champion in the deck is Leona, which while Leona doesn't have strict synergy with Swain, we do have the full Daybreak package in here. So we've got, you know, Soldier, Shield Bearer, Priestess. Priestess, to a degree, with her invoke, can synergize with Swain. So Solari Priestess can invoke that. Can invoke. Oh, I need to do the filter for Celestial cards, right? Can invoke, what's it called? Can invoke Meteor Shower, which deals 5 total damage, which this can work towards leveling up Swain. So we got some flexibility here. I'm interested to see if the tools that we have specifically can level Swain consistently. Leona technically has synergy with Swain. She stuns for his champion spell. Yeah, that's true. She stuns for Raven's Flock. That's fair. One other thing that's kind of cute / cheeky in here is that we have Noxcrya Arena in here, along with 3 copies of Armored Tusker at the top end of our curve. So Tusker here says enemies with 4 power or less cannot damage me. And the Arena explicitly says their weakest enemy strikes your strongest. So generally speaking, Armored Tusker is going to get to just eat up their board with the Arena, which is kind of sweet. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how it feels. A little bit of election news from my Twitter timeline. Trump and his allies are now 0-10 in post-election court cases. Weird. Weird. Funny how that works. Yeah, I'm really, like I've often said, I love Runeterra. It's easily my favorite card game I've ever played, but the one area it needs to catch up in a little bit is developing its card pool. And as they continue to introduce more cards, there's going to be more and more sweet synergies to build around. I think we full mulligan here against Pirate Aggro. We really want our 1 or 2 drop Daybreak units in our opener here. The 11th one's really going to find something. Yep. Is that what they mean by an 11th hour Hail Mary? 12th hour, 13th? It's 13th hour usually, right? Maybe the 13th states the charm. I think the best one I saw, it was the SpongeBob Patrick meme, where it was just like, you told your supporters that voting by mail was unsecure and not to do it? Yep. And then you won the vote on election day but lost via mail-in voting? Yep.
This'll shake up.
Like, do you see the direction this one's going? It's funny how that works.
Bless the faithful and
See ya, the heretics. Broadback Protector was an excellent draw here.
devotion to battle.
I did see the election redub of the Avengers scene. It was stellar. 10 out of 10. Yeah, each state manages things about their election differently, individually runtime.
Clad in shining sunlight.
This was a perfect draw here, especially with them not opening on attacks. Big draw there.
Everything's in place. This'll shake him. Behind ya. Fall, heretic!
Why did we not attack with this one? I'm so confused. Noxine Fervor looking really good there. We're actually on track to level Swain very early this game, right? So we get to go ahead and drop old Broad back here.
Let's go.
Let's go. They're supposed to open on attacks there. I don't think they take this trade.
Let's get him, crew.
I think I'm okay with that trade too, so I'm gonna go ahead and offer it. Try Jim Crow laws, took so long to move the South. That makes sense. Oh, the South. Listen, Georgia, if you're out there, if you give the Dems 2 seats in the Senate, I promise to put an asterisk next to when I complain about the South for the rest of my life. I promise to explicitly exclude you, Georgia, from all future complaining about the South that I do.
The power of the immortal sun.
Come out and vote in the runoff on January 5th.
Behold the sun's holy light.
Stand back.
I think we just play It's Always Sunny in Runeterra here. This level's Leona.
To shine like the sun, you must burn like.
I would bet between now and January 5th, Eldune, we will see a record amount of money spent in the Georgia election. Those Senate seats are incredibly valuable.
Bask in the light's radiance.
Pretty stunning turn here. I love to see it.
Remember the objectives.
Yep. Yeah, that's really not limited to the South though on Band Twin, if we're being honest. Like if you look at New York, for example, there was a lot of issues with voters having to wait in lines there too. It's kind of an America problem, it's not really a South problem. I think we only attack with these. I don't think I want to trade this for this. I think I want to gain 3 next turn, because if I gain 3 next turn, it's level Swain.
Death doesn't scare me.
No, I think gaining 3 and leveling this is valuable.
Your path ends here.
I'll protect you.
Alright, we're at 19 on turn 7 against Pirate Aggro. Let's see if old Gangplank here can drag them kicking and screaming across the finish line. I actually probably don't want to Swain here. I think we actually want to just Day Spear to stun this again.
Solari control all that her warmth touches.
The sun's splendor revealed. Woo!
Sure. Still sunny, opponent.
Bless the faithful and fear the heretics.
Morning,
Behold
Blue Man.
the sun's holy light.
So I can Swain here, and then we can still Bastion. The question is, do they have like a Jack?
Go with the flow.
Okay. Swain's level up animation is so good.
Fear the power. Do not sleep.
Do you have a fat bottom to block this Swain, or are you very dead? Very dead is the answer. God bless.
We have done what is needed.
Yeah, Leona making it easier to connect with your fearsome is actual synergy that I didn't think about. Yeah, we should probably just stop playing this deck now, right? So I can, like, put it up on YouTube with the clickbait 100% win rate, new deck broke the format, and not be lying. So if we stop playing now, I can put it up with the 100% win rate title and have it be objectively true. Because remember, chat, data doesn't lie, but people lie with data all the time. Are we on the full mulligan here again? Not for just like looking for cheap things yet again? I think that's the case. I think we're the beatdowns here. Yeah, the question about how hard is it going to be to level things is an interesting one. Especially in, like, what's interesting too is it's going to be harder to level Swain in a matchup where they're not pressuring our life total, because if they're not pressuring our life total, Broadback Protector doesn't damage itself, which is like a big deal. Yeah, Broadback was responsible for leveling Swain last game for us. We had a Fervor too, but largely this card that did it.
Deadly Paths, just another day in Targon.
I was, Logan. We had a large donation to make the last deck that we played in the ASMR submission.
Devotion through battle.
Tradesies.
I will tend this garden.
I think I want to Always Sunny here. Because if I Always Sunny and then I do this next turn, I guess if I do this turn, I get to get this down the following turn. So the question is, do I want to go Day Spear into Arena, or do I want to go Arena into Tusk Rider? I think I want to go Day Spear into Arena.
Time is now.
We'll follow you to the edge of daybreak.
We're pretty close to your original submission, Nanich. I added a couple of Noxian Fervors. I think was the change I made to start. I wanted slightly more ways to level Swain.
Stand back.
Protect our grove.
This is pretty close to leveling. This might be the wrong play even. It's only gonna kill this stupid thing. I don't think I can just pass there, because I think if I pass, there's a good chance they just burn my mana. this card is sweet. Just like Doom Lasers. Reminds me of the what's it called? The giant T-Rex dino we fought last night. That's super unfortunate. Thunderjaw, yeah, that's the one. Is that 19 out of 25? Yeah, Swain's only at 3 out of 12 here. They're gonna start dropping bombs. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and hush this one in response. Red Zuriel, thank you for the prime. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. That's super unfortunate because it means that it keeps Noxine Arena from killing this. Does get my Swain pretty close to level. This thing's ready to obliterate my deck though.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, Arena has not been impressive so far. Really not looked great. And they're obliterating my deck now. And that deck obliteration means that this doesn't draw Swain anymore. It's pretty super dead here. Get rid of my 652. That will be our first tape playing it, Cowboy Exquisite. Jumped up a little bit in viewers, someone must have signed off. Welcome to everybody just joining us. Hanging out, playing some a Leona Swain brew that a viewer sent in this afternoon. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do constructed Runeterra here 5 to 6 days a week. Usually I do 2 different constructed decks every single day. Not often live on the weekends, but always live Monday through Friday with Runeterra stuff. Well, that's not true. I'm often live on the weekends, but not always with Runeterra stuff. We tried Spooky Karma. We have. You could find my preferred Spooky Karma build along with thoughts in it on a highlight on my YouTube channel. I think we're full mulliganing looking for lower curve stuff again. Seems to be a theme so far. We might want maybe slightly more stuff at the bottom end of our curve with this deck. If we find it more consistently.
Ours is the one true light. Follow the horizon.
Leave your bags at the door.
Really doesn't get much better. I guess this could kill like an ice pillar. Thanks, Doctor. And then, now that Joe has won the election, you'll note that I took the Biden-Harris banner out of the rotating ticker on my stream, because that's what you do when you're not some type of weird cult following for your presidential candidate. After they've won the election, you take down your signage and logos for the most part.
Devotion to battle.
Yeah, I think so, Hidden Flame. Spooky Karma is like the closest thing Runeterra definitely has to like a do-nothing control deck, I think is accurate. Easy falling comment here. Having just a rolled up answer to either of their threats here sounds good. Oh, they're Thresh, not, I just assumed they were playing Tryndamere. That means, yeah, they're probably on Harrowing, agree. This means I actually messed up, so I shouldn't have Culling Strike their Innkeeper earlier. Yeah, we played Harrowing Trundle a few times on stream before. Deck's very reasonable. Let's add a command about the banning video, so I'm sure that one's gonna come up a good bit. Let's play Swain out here, see if we can get him leveling. Feels a little bit bad if they drop Trundle, but they don't drop Trundle. This is real good. Vengeance me, daddy. Crumble? Okay.
Faces to the sun!
What's that noise?
Nice to meet you.
I think we just obliterate him, right? Especially if they're on the Harrowing build, that's real good. So we have 8 mana here. I think we just drop the Leviathan to start pressuring their life total, right? It redraws us this way and it gets Swain leveling as well here, which is great. Did you wait before crafting Trundle? Nah, I think it's fine. So one of the great things about Runeterra is they don't just ban cards, right? Like this isn't a boomer card game from the 90s. Like, because they can rebalance cards, they generally try to ensure things stay competitive, even if they need to be rebalanced. So I guess my response would be, maybe don't craft Trundle if you're someone who's explicitly looking to only play the Spike best deck. So, there is a chance that, like, the Trundle Shadow Isles deck is no longer the easily indistinguishable best deck in the format, but I would be very surprised if Trundle didn't have a tier 1.5, tier 1, tier 2 competitive home after they rebalance him.
Born a patrician, I became a soldier.
The dawn has arrived.
May it never leave.
Behold the divine power of the sun!
Their deck's pretty close to what we've played in the past, Fox. I think playing some Howling Abyss is a little greedy, but it's not too atypical.
The sun's splendor revealed.
The real question here is, how badly do I want to play around Ruination? I think the answer is not that badly. I think I want to play Solari Shieldbreaker here, because if they ruinate me after I do that, I can play the Armored Tusker and still get a decent hit in here. And if they don't have exactly Ruination, we're in a pretty good spot.
My faith protects me. Glorious light rains down.
And if they, like, play out another big threat here, I can Leona's Morning Light to double stun. We've been playing, like, 1 to 3 copies of Ruination in this archetype, so there's a good chance they have it here. Yeah, that was greedy. I'm supposed to just attack. This is still a pretty good hit. And Leona can hopefully help us stun our way through a blocker next turn. I'd be kind of surprised if that's true, actually, Lambton. How would I rebalance Trundle? Increases mana cost by 1 or decreases his toughness by 1? Maybe even pull his attack down by 1 too. Just like make him a 5 mana 3/5 or make him a 6 mana what he is now. I think I kind of like the idea of making him cost 6 mana, because I think making sure you could never Trundle on turn 4 with the ramp decks is probably ideal.
By my honor, you must die. First light illuminates the land.
Okay, so this can either kill this or get us an arena. That's true. They could also make Pillar more expensive. There's a ton of knobs they could turn. And as a player, like, I don't really know what the right knob is.
On the scene.
A lot of different things they could do. That's really good. Turns out drawing a level 2 champion every turn is really good. We're definitely just feels like we're getting bigger fished here. Like our opponent's deck is just a little bit bigger than ours. The last 2 games we've gotten run over. We had a pretty good set against the Pirate aggro deck, but these other decks that I have kind of go over the top type things like this are giving us a tough time here. Think I just say okay here. No, I think I want a Divergent Paths into Arena. I think it's my path to get back in this game. Is the reason why I didn't Hush here.
Light.
So these two will fight.
Can see the Demacian border from here.
Ugh. Arena has really not been good. Aside from leveling Swain, this card's been embarrassing. Yeah, it gives our opponent way too much control over the outcome of what is happening with it. It's the TLDR basically. How do we feel about Falling Comet here? I think it's Falling Comet.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
Rita has not been too good, too true.
Come on.
Yeah, Arena probably needs to cost like, they could probably pull the cost down 1 and still have it be fine, or even borderline not good enough. But he like double Vile Feasted here. That's so brutal. Yeah, like, and now I just don't have a unit in play anymore.
For king and country.
Sure, pairing it with Frostbite is another direction to go in, but like, there's a reason why this card hasn't seen play. Because of situations like this. Silencing Vi doesn't do anything. She still has 10 power. That was a leveled Vi. Leveled Vi is a base 10-5.
We do what is right.
Daylight everlasting.
Gosh, their deck is incredibly greedy. Yeah, we're super dead. Our deck is not anywhere near aggressive enough to get under what they have going on there. And the Abyss just buries us. We might have been able to grind. Even grinding through that first Abyss was going to end up being a little bit suspect, but definitely not beating the second one. Is it playing Harrowing to press a pick? Man, the Shadow Isles anti-aggro cards. Oh, it's not playing Harrowing. Okay, it's just an Abyss deck. That makes sense. Sure. Abyss is the one card. That makes a lot of sense then. I assumed they were on Harrowing with the Thresh, but if they're on just Abyss, that's very reasonable. You can Kronos, but generally speaking, it has the downside of taking up multiple spots on your board, which isn't worthwhile. Having bench slots is a very valuable resource. I'm playing Spider Burn here. Pretty sure I'm just using my mana to kill this here. We'll take 4, and then we'll have Solari Priest, which can trade with this in combat the following turn. Shower seems fine. Someone's got some choices with their Stalking Shadows, Chad. Making tough decisions. Let's see if they open on attacks here or not. If they don't open on attacks, we get to easy Leona. Probably Leonaing regardless. We have always Sunny on turn 5 anyways. Hey, good afternoon, Riot. Dova? Is it Dova Geddes? Is Dova Geddes correct? I am like the king of bad username. Dova Geddes?
The dawn has arrived. With its light, the Solari will unite the heavens.
Dova Geddes, it's a Game of Thrones reference. Got it. Look at that. The more you know. And I even did sound it out correctly. I'm currently teaching a 5 and 6-year-old how to sound out words. Put some of that to my own use. Alright, so the question is, do I want to block this here to absorb extra damage? I think the answer is yes. Because, like, I have another Leona in hand, And, like, keeping my life total as high is good because their deck has a ton of reach in it. And I have Meteor Shower that can, like, kill this and kill this. I think we just do this. Give us a decent blocker and an okay attack. Gets her working towards her level up. Is that Illoi? Illoi? I could just call the champion name Ill. I assume that's a champion name. That sounds like one I'll abbreviate to just Ill.
Routes closed.
I don't know if I don't think it currently lists all of the partners on it, Zurin, but if you click into the stream information section, there is a league partner logo there that links to information on the league partner program, some of the details. Alright, so if they open attacks here, I have to trade and then take 3 down to 7. And, like, once we're at 7 here, we're probably dead.
War Mason, reporting for duty. Make the Empire proud.
The dawn has arrived.
May it never leave.
I am the bulwark against darkness!
Always sunny in Runeterra, chat. We're at 8. Gotta fade the double decimate here. And if we can dodge a decimate, we can dodge a ball, chat.
Behold the sun's holy light.
So remember, tiebreakers for strongest are health followed by cost. So that one took priority there. Could we kill them this turn? How do we feel about trying to lethal them? If I do this, we get 2 stuns. And then if we generate a cheap Daybreak thing, we could play it and get another stun. If they have blockers, they could get in the way. But, like, that forces jump blocks, right? I think that might be the play. Yeah, I agree. The longer this game goes on, the less likely we are to win. Because we're just, like, below 10 and their deck has a ton of reach in it. That was not the cheap Daybreak card I wanted to get. Was not the 1 or 2 mana Daybreak card we were crossing our fingers for quite there. I guess they technically don't have to block here. Yeah, maybe this was wrong because this is only 18. Yeah, I think recounting this was probably wrong. They're blocking. Them blocking is good for us. Maybe I should have just Meteor Showered. I don't know if have a sweating emote in my lineup? What a punch, chat. That's why we're losing all of these games. My emote lineup is all messed up. I apologize for being such a noob. Cannot click on Golden Sister fast enough, chat. Lifesteal. We've got it. Alright, gotta dodge and decimate for one more turn here. We're like unspeakable plus a deal 3. How close is Swain? Not at all. 0 of 12. And you get extra emote slots. You get various extra emotes unlocked at different bit amounts. I think the one after 10k is 25k.
What once was
If I recall correctly.
now is one.
The Hill Rouse Shrine. Maybe if it's not out of the way. I haven't really been taking challenge stuff for the variety games.
Devotion through battle.
Oh, more emote slots here. Got it. Look at that. We ended up winning that one anyways. And like, that game, we just won. We just won because we were a Daybreak deck, right? Like the mono target part of our deck is what won us there. Alright, let's fix this. I feel like I want to just cut the bad cards. I think I'm gonna cut the bad cards, chat. I don't mind the Swain package in general with, like, Swain's a good card, Leviathan Swain's a fine card. Yeah, the arena touch part is cute, and they're just kind of like low quality cards that don't do a whole lot. Are there any other... Like, this is a cheap card that deals damage to itself. Do we want Ravenous Flock? Yeah, playing some actual copies of Flock could be fine. They're pretty good with Leona. Yeah, I think some cheap spot removal is probably a good idea. You can play a couple of Flocks, and we can play a couple of Death Sands, for example. And this leaves me with 2 slots. I feel like I only have 6 1 and 2 drops. I feel like I want another 1 or 2 drop slot. What's a 1 or 2 mana unit that we can play? We could just play Goat. This technically triggers Swain. That's probably not good enough. We could just play House Spider. I'm kind of into House Spider. It's a card that's like okay on aggro and okay on defense. Let's try this. We're gonna try the secret sauce of putting more good cards in our deck. That's an interesting thought, Niv. We could perhaps play fewer copies of Swain, because we're finding them with the boat and then play like a different champion as a cheeky extra. We could play like an Orion Sol, for example, as an extra piece of top end. I don't hate that, actually. Just like four biggity bombs. I like it. No, wait. I could toolbox harder. One Eclipse Dragon, one Orion Sol, and a Dragon's Clutches to draw them both. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Now we're cooking with gas. Listen, Chad, if that's wrong, then I have no desire to be right. No, I don't want to play Dial-Up Dragon because I want my Dragon's Clutches to always draw me Eclipse plus Orion Sol. I think the couple of clutches, an Eclipse, and an Orion Sol, like the sweet way to top end. What does Eclipse do? It's Daybreak makes your next Dragon or Celestial card cost 2 less. So it lets you play Orion Sol on 8. Basically. I mean, to be fair, it was always the Always Sunny shell. The Leona package is a lot of cards. We're just trying Swain stuff and with it.
Clad in shining sunlight.
Devotion to battle.
Definitely just burning their mana there. Upstairs. Upstairs. I think insured to me, or they are. So likely the Fuel Rush deck. See what they do here. I think I'm playing Always Sunny. I guess I could Solari Priestess digging for a Meteor Shower and then Death's Hand this. I think that's the play. Do we just take a mulligan and take the Traveler? I'm gonna take a mulligan and take the Traveler here.
Lights the way.
Yeah, it really is Linux. It's awesome that Riot sees the value that their creators generate and supports them accordingly.
Smashing! Our strength is forever at its zenith.
Blessed
A
daylight
lot of great people that got invited. I'm not going to spoil who any of them are. Let them all announce in their own time, but...
A little snowball.
Yep. I already spoiled that housemaid. That's true. That's true. Well, they can't quite level this turn. What do you feel about just like playing out a bunch of these? Maybe I'll start with this. See where we go. That's actually not bad.
My stars guide all travelers onward.
Bless the faithful
And sear the heretics.
Ours is the one true light. Bless the faithful and sear the heretics.
Sear the heretics. Needed them to not have another one of those.
Punish transgressions.
Nothing's tougher than a troll.
Playing around Pale Cascade at least. We got that going for us.
Return anew.
But I'm just going to be able to level Trundle next turn, though. This is pretty scary.
It's always cold in the Freljord. Hail to the king!
I make shepherding look easy.
We need to go fairly wide next turn.
King!
Leviathan could still easily steal this game for us. How scary is your hand, opponent? Let's find out.
For a beatdown!
Only one thing that costs 8+ in their hand. That's good to know. I'm gonna hush this actually, because it puts this. It takes the regen off of this for a turn, which means that they wouldn't be able to block these profitably next turn. Sure. Third Vile Feast is the charm. Ice Quake. Just a warping mail deal. So much life gain.
Stand back!
Well,
Devotion to battle.
blocking something. Might as well make it block here. I'll go block, take 6 down to 4. Well, worth noting, our Orion Soul's a very good draw here, right? It's one of the cards that could get us out of this. Unfortunate that that's at 5, so I can't Meteor Shower it.
Her radiant blessing.
Yeah, no counter feels bad. Huh? This seems fine. Gonna have like 9 power, 10 power,
I am more myself than ever.
10 power. I play 2 Travelers and the Snake. Well, Swain's leveled. Yikes.
The trolls are going to war!
Oh, Twitch chat.
Who would face me? Smashing! I'll knock 'em dead. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, we're actually just we're actually just dead this turn, right? Because this blocks 7 and then I can block 2. We're going to -9 currently, so I can gain 9 and go to 0.
My journey ends.
So our aggro matchups have felt okay, but the presence of the Freljord Shadow Isles controlled deck has been pushing a lot of the aggro matchups out of the way. Definitely feels like there's been a lot less of those than there have been in the past. I'm curious to see if they touch anything other than Trundle in that archetype with the patch notes on Tuesday. Speaking of aggro, sweet. Get a little variety in here. I'm going to keep a Broadback Protector Spider into that. Seems fine. Yeah, some variation of... Could be something like the overall Magro deck that we played on stream in the past. There are also some other variations of Target Noxious going around, though it's not necessarily guaranteed to be that.
Explosives primed. They'll never see it coming.
If you do exclamation point magic card, it'll do magic cards. I think M card, magic card. There's a way to make it look up cards from other games, but it defaults to Runeterra when we're in the Runeterra category. Which is very smart. It's good software there.
Fuse is lit!
Just passing here. I don't really want to trade this for this, I don't think. I don't want to trade this for this, then leave them this attack into here. If they don't open on attacks, we get to drop the Shield Bearer, and then we have pretty good blocks, which is great. Nightwings! Excited to continue to sub and love your Runeterra content. FYI, this is Axe34. Changed my Twitch name to better match my Runeterra IGN. And best of luck, we're still in Prime Glory. I haven't yet. We're going to do, so tomorrow morning stream, first thing will be the Singleton Gauntlet. So if you want to watch me play my Gauntlet for the week, be here at 10 a.m. Central tomorrow. And if you can't watch it live, it'll go up on YouTube as always. When are Holandia Runeterra tournament starting? Riot said they hope at some point next year to give third parties access to their tournament mode. And when that happens, I will be ready and waiting to run some stuff. Excited at the prospect of that. The MTG Melee folks also said they were considering adding support for other card games past just Magic. So if they support it, I'd also be willing to run them through there. Either need official first or third party support.
Our mountain groves are full of dangers.
Get Broad back down here, start gaining some life. Virtual Realism, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back.
Time for the main event.
They have 2 out of 3 possible Prime Glories at the moment.
Scorching light.
So I am excited to try and get a third tomorrow. Interesting, you did not want to trade for this.
I have my orders.
See if they open on attacks and give us a chance to Leona or no.
What time is it?
Nice. And then Leona, Leona Ravenous Block synergy here. Gonna get to kill Kato with that one, which is lovely. Absolutely lovely. You could argue, chat, that Leona makes the rockin' world go round. I think there is a strong case to be made.
Stand back.
Back up to 17 here. All right, so do we get this thick boy down or do we drop another broad back? I guess this is going to heal me 3 already, so I think we just drop the 5/5 here. Keep working towards Leona leveling up.
The edge of daybreak.
The edge of daybreak. Do you have a Darius? A Darius? A Darius? You don't have a Darius. Do 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 do. Crunch, 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 crunch. Currently OX in getting prime things from gauntlets. Probably not going to qualify for the thing for a while. Remember, if gauntlets aren't your thing too, and you do well on the ladder, you can also qualify by getting to masters on the ladder. So the gauntlets are kind of a secondary means of qualification.
No mercy for heretics.
Well, this works out well. So top 700 on each server region's ladder get invited to the tournament automatically. And you have until, I think it's December 4th, a little under a month to do that if you're someone that is capable of getting to Masters. Well, could have gone worse, I suppose.
Stay strong.
Okay. They don't open on attacks here. I get to deploy this Priestess, which is an okay blocker. Does that make Rubel a plastic surgeon? Because he does butt implants. Asking the real Vorthos questions there. I think I need a flavor. Judge on that one.
Let's boogie.
Boom.
Unbeliever! Gaze into the light!
So, can't block here because they gemmed this so they could spinning axe to level him up. How come this game isn't more popular? Well, there's two parts to that question. The first is that you need to understand that Twitch viewership doesn't necessarily dictate how popular a game is. The second is that the card game market is video game market in general is very difficult to break into. And it is definitely the newest major player to that area.
A conquest for Empire!
Riot is also kind of just starting really doing promotion stuff by ramping up competitive events surrounding this game. That is a thick boy, chat. He's a bigot. It's a good thing we're at 20, huh?
Stand back!
Time for the moneymakers.
That's kind of scary. Wait, do we Zenith Blade this? I think I'm just playing Solari Priestess out as a chump blocker.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
Counterattack!
Believe or burn.
We're gonna 17 here, and then we go back to 20 next turn. This is like the most in a game against Captain Pharaon that I've ever been. Usually Pharaon comes down this late and you just get devoured. We're gonna get to Swain into Zenith Blade next turn, which is hot.
Artillery barrage!
I think they're just dead, right?
Brave!
Depends on what they have here.
The few for the many.
I'll end this!
So if this isn't a unit, I think they're dead, right? Unless this is a unit. Well, at least with these two... Oh, they should still be dead, right? Because I'm at 16 and both of these get stunned by the boat. So they have to kill me this turn. They have to kill me or the boat this turn. Because these are getting stunned by the boat plus Swain here. Nice, sick. We can in fact beat 2 Captain Baron.
History will
That was sick. That felt pretty cohesive, right? Like, we survived the early game that game with the Daybreak package, and then we won the late game with the Noxian part of our deck. Like, really, really good. We bridged into that Swain part very elegantly there. Felt like the deck was really humming on all cylinders. Bluebird92, thanks for re-upping that Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting my content this month with that. Welcome back. Uh-oh. I think my Runeterra might be hung. We might need to restart chat. Pay no attention to the restart behind the curtain. Thanks everybody for dropping in today, by the way. If you're a new viewer, welcome to the channel. My name's Chef Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I do Runeterra stuff 5 to 6 days a week. Everything I stream goes up on my YouTube channel with the highlight tagged every single day with the better of the decks that we play. Usually play 2 different constructed decks each day on stream. I also do variety stuff, so this is going to be my last Runeterra deck for the day. We're going to play for another, I don't know, half hour or so, and then I will be back this evening playing some Zelda Breath of the Wild. Working through my first time playthrough of that one. If you're into that sort of thing, make sure you tap the follow button to know when I'm live with other stuff. Usually I stream weekdays during the mornings. Monday to Friday. For my regulars, and for people that might be new too, I suppose, I'm going to be starting a little bit later this week. My kids' remote school schedule changed, so they have more classes in the morning and less in the afternoon. So I'm going to be starting at 10 a.m. now, so I can help out a little bit more in the mornings with them. For folks that are new to the channel, I have a 5 and 6-year-old that are currently doing remote learning in our plague-ridden world. I'm kind of inclined to keep both of these, huh? Like, we're attacking on evens. I can, like, play one on their first turn, play a second on our second turn, on our turn 2, and then attack for 5. Mulligan the Broadback Protector is not very good against the control deck. I might be right to mulligan the Swain here, too, honestly. Yeah, the time change should be a little bit better for East Coast, or left coasters, too. My Runeterra segment will be like 10 a.m. to like 1 p.m.-ish.
Bless the people and
See the heretics.
Devotion to battle.
warm hearts and hot soups.
My faith protects me.
Yep, yeah, turn 4, Leona level on curve here. Gonna be a little bit sad when they avalanche us, but
The dawn has arrived.
Carry her light across.
I am the bulwark against darkness.
honestly, the change is probably just good overall. I think 10 to 11 a.m. in there was about an ideal start time for me. They're just, our times are just getting dictated by how the kids' school goes these days, though. I don't know, I think there's more to it than that, Lambton. Like I said, I think this is going to be the deck that I highlight for today, and I think that last match is definitely, the last game is definitely going to be one that I highlight. Like, it felt like a really just good example of, like, both parts of the deck working well together.
What delightful agony we shall inflict.
Raise your weapon, Sunwood.
The sun's splendor revealed.
Yeah, I mean, the Daybreak package is good. I'm honestly really surprised there isn't a Leona deck closer to the top. It's competitive, though, so it's probably in a fine spot overall.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
That's wrong. I already have a Swain and another Leona in hand. Unfortunate. I feel like Trundle and Yasuo. Trundle, the archetype, I guess maybe not this specific one. Trundle in general, Trundle Shadow Isles is probably the best deck in the current format. As a heads up, we're expecting a balance patch that will not only include nerfs, but also buffs for some weaker cards on Wednesday. And we'll get patch notes for that patch on Tuesday. So if you're not in a super rush, it's probably worth waiting till Tuesday to figure out what you want to put wildcards into.
Vision to see what others cannot.
Lady Elise, where are you?
Scouts is a very good deck. You are correct.
The dawn has arrived.
So they can level Trundle here with Ice Pillar, but then I get a really good attack that gets to connect with Swain. We're hoping they don't have second Ruination here at this point. They have Vengeance here. That's unfortunate.
The sun's splendor revealed.
Hopefully Solari Priestess next turn can generate us a Meteor to deal with this Trundle, which would be ideal.
These old eyes still see far clear.
They're gonna get to Ice Pillar though, and then probably hook my Leona is a problem.
Light the signal fires.
Great. That's a good draw. Is there a deck tracker for well, there is not a deck tracker, unfortunately.
Daylight everlasting.
Can we lead on this now, right?
Bask in the light's radiance.
One smack'll do.
Ha. Next turn we could just play a bunch of Zenith Blades. Because I have 2 actual Zenith Blades in my deck. We have a Harrowing? Or a Ruination, maybe? We can get Ruinated again? Don't know what the rest of their cards are. Ruination here could put them in a really good spot. Not sure we're going to be able to beat a second copy of that. Do you have Ruination? Or are we saying go fish? Crumble, sure.
Everlasting.
I'll protect you.
Man, it's a damn shame they killed Always Sunny, huh?
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Alright, this is good if they Tryndamere. It's okay if they feel the rush. With Thresh. Oh, they're playing Thresh, right? Durf.
The sun's splendor revealed.
Get ready for a beatdown.
There's nowhere to hide.
So this is another Leona. I think I'm just playing Swain here.
Courage, excuses for war. Leave them nothing.
Do I want to put Overwhelm on her? I kind of feel like I do. Well, they're gonna get to block Swain here, so I don't think giving him Overwhelm makes a lot of sense. Giving up my Zenith Blade means I have one less way to trigger Daybreak, though.
Patience is a tactician's greatest tool.
I mean, the Priestess is living. They can block with the Spider. This has to block you. I think I just attack with this. Yeah, these are the blocks. I could have played this for 4 points of damage, but I don't think that's quite worthwhile. I'm expecting them to open attacks. I guess these attacks mean these bump into each other. So I'm expecting them to open attacks. I think we're just passing. It's not a great spot. Have an Ice Quake, maybe? Ice Quake would be the worst. Alright, so this kills my stuff, but it kills a lot of their stuff too.
Chosen of the sun.
So, I could technically Zenith Blade this Leona and then kill them on open attacks by hooking the pillar with the 2/7, but like, no, that's wrong. This is only one attack, right? I'm a liar. I think even I was gonna say even if we could do that, I don't think I want to, but I'm wrong. I'm counting wrong.
Our sun will not set today.
Okay, that's a good one.
Bask in the light's radiance.
Your 5 mana 5/5 draws you a card that draws you a card. Hey, Loco, thanks for the happy year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
If they're out there, I'll spot them.
Pretty sure, I was gonna say I think I want the redraw on the Traveler, but the written in stars has a chance to get us Orion's Soul. So what do I want to roll with? Do I want to roll on an expensive Celestial with the Traveler, or do I want to roll on a champion with written? I'm through 2 Leonas and a Swain. 2 Leonas and a Swain. So there's one in written in stars is one in 3. 2 on Screams. I can't beat Ruination PvP. It's not beatable. I take the Traveler. The Traveler actually could beat Ruination because it could hit the 10 mana burst spell.
To the sun!
So a bunch of boss fights here. That'd explain what they're holding, right? Sure. Okay. I'll hold on to this for now, because we can use it to stun a champion next turn, potentially.
Safeguard our homes!
Blessings from the sun. led me here. Sunlight blinds.
I don't think there's a reason to do this proactively. Pretty sure we want to just open attacks. If two overwhelms, we get to hook this.
Press forward.
This is another card that's just excellent at generating some late game card advantage.
Ready the torches.
Oh, I didn't get to Kenchan emote. We're gonna hit him with the old Kench.
Our
Hit him
deeds
with
will
the
be
old
written in
Kench
the
emote,
heavens.
chip. Let's do one more. I kinda like where we ended up with this. The Leona Daybreak package is fun. It's one of my more favorite packages in the game. Nah, I just want to kill him, Lambton. The game needs to end. The elusive kills the best. Yeah, I wanted the game over with. And the elusive, their deck doesn't really have any obliterate removal or hushes, so like the elusive they have to kill twice, so it's pretty likely ends the game. Hickahawk, thank you for the 31 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Swain Timo, you have my attention. Keep to cheap threat, mulligan for some other cheap threats. Yeah, roll assessment's pretty key, right? Knowing when you're the beatdown and then executing accordingly.
Reporting in.
Punish
A
transgressions.
little more criminal.
My first big mission.
Clad in shining sunlight.
Destroying a shroom triggered level Swain. It does, Toolboxer. It also counts as non-combat damage, so there's some good synergy there.
Not sway me.
Better run.
Boom Crew Rookie also helps you level them up, which is nice. Probably Death Standing this. Yeah.
Burn away doubt.
Got some choices now. Definitely just banking spell mana this turn. No real reason to be too aggressive. So they tap out here for a unit. We'll probably kill this, play around something weird like Transfusion. How do we feel? I'm gonna Zenith Blade this actually. So this would imply they're gonna get more aggressive, and I like doing this here to have multiple things that can block this Fearsome. And I could do this when they enter combat next turn anyways, so that seems fine. Suit up's a good thought. They don't open attack here. This Solari Soldier's really good.
No mercy for heretics.
Don't suit me up. Don't do it. Have a heart. Sand, suit up or transfusion. This combat goes very well for us. Fervor, sure, deal.
I did my best. Damn it.
And we've got Broadback Protector here to stabilize us nicely.
Follow the horizon.
Let's open attacks and see what they do. This trade's pretty good for me.
Sunward.
Decimate me, daddy. Yeah, you know just what I like.
I make shepherding look easy.
That's great, because they're not adding to their board here, and he's going to start healing us up real nice.
I'll protect you.
Quite the stunning turn lined up here.
First light illuminates the land. To shine like the sun, you must burn like it.
Has there ever been a more appropriate use of this emote, chat? I'm not sure there ever has.
I will break them.
The enemies of day will fall.
Such little lies.
That's just rude.
We will not suffer unbelievers.
They will not escape punishment.
The sun's splendor revealed.
Bleed for Noxus.
I'll try anyone once.
I'll try anyone once.
Let's get a good look at you. Look what you... Trespassers!
I think I'm Zenith blading here, so I have a second blocker for this.
A shield for allies, a sword for enemies.
I'll protect you.
Stay strong. I will break them.
And our Swain's at 10 of 12, so this is going to draw a leveled Swain next turn.
Witness strength.
Daylight is unrelenting, but not eternal.
Destination in sight.
Prepare the cargo!
There is no excess when victory is at stake.
Yikes. We're fine though, right? Because of this Noxian fervor? Yeah, their mushrooms were definitely at opportune times, but like, you know, what you gonna do? So this does 3, and then we pass back and it does 3, and then fervor can kill them.
Bleed for Noxus. Such little lies.
Ours is the one true light.
The one true light.
Sunlight blinds.
Fire!
I can do this.
Born a patrician, I became a soldier.
Now, I think I want to hold the hush to hush their Swain to stop them from stunning my Swain here. So I'm going to Noxian, hit them, stun this, get in with my Fearsome here. Hush, little Swain, now don't say a word. Do 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 do.
We are at war.
We are at war.
It wasn't me.
Sweet. And that was again, I feel like that was a really good example of the two parts of our deck being super cohesive here. Like the Chargan Daybreak / Broadback Protector really helped us stabilize the early game there. We unfortunately did not get a chance to utilize our Dragon's Clutch Eclipse Dragon Orient Salt cheekiness, but I think that's fine. I think like this basically means we have like 6 pieces of top end. We have 1 Dragon's Clutch, 3 Leviathan, an Eclipse, and an Orient Sol, and all of these things generate us lots of big over-the-topness, kind of, and then the Daybreak package combined with some early interaction here on the Noxian side helps us not only level up Swain, but also kind of stay alive. Broadback Protector providing, 6 to 9 points of damage towards leveling Swain was very, very reasonable. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with this overall. Like we said, we've played a number of different kind of Leona shell decks that always Sunny and Runeterra shell, and this felt like another reasonable direction to go in, because I feel like the correct thing you're looking to pair it with is always kind of that like big top end nature, and Swain Leviathan is easily one of the bigger pieces of top end you can have in this game, and they really kind of fit well with the Daybreak package, because the Daybreak package in and of itself is kind of aggressively slanted, right? Like, the rates on these units as they come down and curve into Leona tend to allow you to apply pressure, which means their life total is often going to be low enough for Leviathan to quickly take over and win a game. Alright, at any rate, that's going to be it for me for this afternoon. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. Remember, if you're a new viewer, be sure to follow the channel if you enjoy the content. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we'll be playing my Singleton Gauntlet, trying to get my Prime Glory for the week, as well as playing a normal constructed deck. I'll be back tonight, however, as well. I do variety streams every Tuesday through Sunday night, and I'll be playing some Zelda Breath of the Wild here on this channel in about 3.5 hours. So if you're into single-player story-driven games, feel free to come back and hang out. Yeah, so the reason why there's only 2 Swains is that we mostly don't want to draw Swain in this deck until he's ready to level, and we don't hyper level him super quickly like some other Swain decks. So remember, Leviathan draws us Swain, so we kind of have 5 copies of Swain in the deck, and this allows us to have an Orient Sol, which we can play with an Eclipse Dragon and a Dragon's Clutch to have kind of a different axis of attack as well. So don't think of this as 2 Swains, think of it as 5 Swains. Would be the way I would want to think about it. And I think like things like this, where you have like this kind of search effects, are the competitively sound reasons to play less than 2 copies of an individual champion sometimes. It's a good question. Hey, peace folks. Everybody stay safe out there.